I have created hundreds of custom thinkorswim stock scanners, and in today's video, I'm going to give you the top 5 that I find to be the most useful, and I may even give you some custom coded columns that you can add to any of your watch lists. So hit the like button for me, and I'll jump into the content. Number 5 is a largest percent gain on the day scanner, and this is going to help you put together your watch list for stocks to trade today, right? And it's actually a very simple one to put together. I don't even have any custom study filters on this scan. All I have is 3 stock filters that are just simply there to help weed out some trash, right? I have a minimum mark, which means current trading price, of 25 cents. I don't want to see any extremely cheap over-the-counter crap. I have a minimum volume of 100,000. I don't want to see any stocks that are barely trading. And I have a minimum market cap of 0.1 million just because there is a handful inside of thinkorswim scanners. There's a handful of market cap stocks that will return NA and are stocks that end up like not even trading. So you'll notice in a lot of my scanners that I sort of have this admin 0.1 million market cap catch-all there. So all I'm doing with this scanner, once again, after these 3 stock filters to weed out the trash, make sure that you have your percent change column on both your scanner page and your scan in the left-hand column here. If you don't know how to do that, it's this cog, customize, and you would find percent change and drag it over. Same with this. You have to change it on both, cog, customize, percent change, drag it over. And then you simply click on it to sort top down. And guess what? Maybe, Trey, I don't want to be watching the stocks that are moving up the largest today. Well, just sort it the other way. Sort it bottom down. Now you're looking at the stocks that are down the most on the day, right? And you can take this and tweak this very easily. Trey, I want to look at stocks that have a minimum of $100 million market cap that are down the most today, because I think they might be a good chance to find some dip buys. You know, DWAC, DocuSign is on here, UBS is on here. Look at how easily you can take the ideas that I'm presenting in this video and create scans that fit your strategy the best, right? But that's how I utilize it to build my watch list for the day. If I go click through some daily charts, you will see, obviously, you are seeing stocks that are up huge on the day. And if we go back to the top one here, up 156%. If I dive intraday here, this stock has obviously been on this scanner pretty much since open. Do you think you see some trade opportunities inside of this 1-minute chart? I do. So that's your first stock scanner of the video, largest percent gainers, or as I said, losers. I just call it largest percent change. Let's call it that. If you would like access to any of these custom scanners I'm going to show in today's video, as well as any of my custom coded strategies, my custom coded indicators, they're all available on my website, daytradingstrategies.net. There'll be a link in the top of the description, and you're going to get access to everything that I have ever coded, as well as anything I will ever code in the future. It's only $25 a month, but you can cancel at any time. So if you just want to sign up, download the codes that are currently available, feel free to do so. Once again, link in the top of the description. We'll see you over there. Scanner number 4 is MACD Golden Cross, and this is when the MACD histogram crosses above 0. I've also made one other change to our sort of admin stock filters up here, and that's that I've made the minimum market cap $500 million. And that's because MACD is a momentum indicator, right? And you end up, when you're looking at just really small float stocks, you end up getting a bunch of stocks that appear on this scanner just because they're up 170% today, much like the last scanner we were looking at. And that's not necessarily indicative of actual momentum change. That's just a massive blowout day causing the indicator to look different, right? So I want to be using larger market cap stocks for this study, for this scanner. Sorry, I keep mixing up those words, so that we're seeing real momentum change. And if we jump over to the charts, I'll show you what I mean. Let me actually move my head out of the way so you can see. So your MACD histogram here, this is the bar graph of the MACD indicator, which I'm sure you all have seen before, but you can see it just crossed above zero, meaning it just went from red to green, and this is Rivian. Look at last time it did this. It crossed from red to green here at about 17.5, and then you ended up getting a really nice move up before it crossed back down here, where you ended up getting a really nice move down. Now, once again, as always on this channel, I always be sure to point this out. Does that mean that every time the MACD crosses above zero that the stock is going to go up? Hell no. Obviously not. Of course not. These scanners are all just to help you build an idea and a watch list of things that you can then take and tie into your own trade strategies, right? In no way ever am I telling you, well, if it appears on this scanner, it's a buy. No. Once again, these are all just to help you build your watch list and stuff. But let's click through another couple of examples. So ITUB here, as you can see back here, you got a change from red to green and a really nice push up. Then another change from red to green and a decent push up. And once again, it's changing from red to green. Once again, squared. Does that mean that this is now going to fly? It doesn't mean it's going to do that. No. But what are you getting? You're getting a good indication of, hey, this is a stock that just experienced momentum change. Might be a decent time to get in on a dip, to watch for it to go break through, whatever your trade strategy is from there. But if we just continue clicking through, you can see some more examples. A lot of these are really downtrendy stocks, so maybe ones you want to avoid a little bit more. But, some of these look nice too. Some MACD, Golden Cross. This is important scanner number 4. Scanner number 3 is an earnings scanner. Do you find it annoying to have to go every day of every week and find an earnings calendar like this to try to figure out what's coming up that day? Well, did you know that within Thinkorswim, you can call a event's earning? If you use method get event offset, events.earnings being the constant, and then you set that equal to 0, meaning it's today, you can pull that information directly within Thinkorswim. So today is Tuesday. There's Ford, Chipotle, Snapchat, Spotify, Hertz, all kinds of big companies reporting today. And you see them on here: Ford, Snapchat, Hertz, BP, Spotify. They are all on this list that you can build out yourself so that you don't have to run and find your earnings calendar every day, every week, every month, whatever it is. And, I should mention one thing. I sort this and most of my scanners, including scanner number 4, the MACD Golden Cross. I forgot to touch on this, but I sort them top down by volume, both in my scan and in my left column over here, sorted top down by volume, just so I can see what the biggest stocks are. Also, on this specific scanner, instead of just using volume is greater or volume is a minimum of 100,000, I have a volume average. So the average volume of the last 14 bars is over 500,000. Because if you didn't know, if I remove this, there is a ton of companies in the stock market, and there's a ton of them reporting, but you don't care about really any of these. I mean, what CTS Corp, Arrowhead Pharmaceuticals, Apollo Commercial, Precision Drilling Corporation. Maybe somebody out there watching this video does care about those stocks, and I just made them mad. But for the most part, you don't really give a damn about those kind of companies reporting, right? You just want to know what the big companies reporting are so that you can perhaps, once again, if it fits your trade strategy, please don't just go randomly buy these stocks, but if it fits your trade strategy, you can know what earnings are upcoming. And let me show you this as well. If you would like to see a larger picture of earnings, this little D right here means that it's sorting this study scan by the daily. So it's showing you earnings happening today. If I go and switch this to week and hit scan, you are now seeing all these stocks with the highest current volume coming on this week, right? And you can also sort this by market cap, which might actually be, now that I'm thinking about it, a better way to sort this scanner. The biggest companies reporting this week. There, obviously you can change this. I want to see the biggest companies reporting this month. You can click on MO month and you can see it that way. Just one more little tip, and that's going to be scanner number 3, earnings. Scanner number 2. When did we decide we're counting down, by the way? This is confusing me, but scanner number 2 is my runner's day trading scanner. And this is where we're starting to get into the really good stuff, because this is where we're going to start getting into scanners that I actually use every single day. Not that I don't ever use the other 3 scanners that we already went over, but these are the ones that I really, really use every single day in my trading. Am I telling you that you should use them? No. Once again, no. You have to find what fits you. This is just a video I can make about the 5 most important scanners that I think of. But this is my runner's day trading scanner. Once again, we have just a couple of admin things. Give me a close that has some value, so it's not NA. A market cap that has some value, so it's not NA. And then the percent change is greater than 30. The percent change by default has a length of 14, meaning, and I'm taking the open by the open price, and I'm taken by the open price instead of the close price so that my strategy doesn't end up cheating, right? Because if you code something into a strategy that, hey, if the percent change at close is greater than 30, then take this trade. Well, if the percent change by the close of the day gets above 30, then the strategy will go back and take any trades that day, which you, of course, could not do. So I'm basing it off the open price so that I can make sure that at the open of the daily bar over the last 14 days, the average percent change is over 30. And then I have a volume of the last bar is either over 5 million or the average volume of the last 14 bars is over 5 million. This means obviously I only want to be trading stocks that are trading heavy volume, but also I'm okay trading a stock today if it had huge volume yesterday, looking for that sort of 2-day momentum, right? And then my last study column here is to ensure that yesterday's high broke the highest high of the last 10 bars. So I only want to be trading stocks that are currently making highs. Now, if we come down to our results, I have a custom column here, and this is going to be the first custom column that I give you on today's video. And this custom column is called consecutive, and it measures the number of days that the stock was on the scanner, right? So if percent change open is greater than 30, then count +1, else don't, then plot the count. So this is showing you how many days the stock has been above 30% change. And I sort this top down because I want to see stocks that have been strongest for the longest. SMCI has been above 30% change for the last 12 bars. This stock is obviously moving crazy. I then jump into and utilize some intraday trading strategies. That's not the point of this video, but I have already made videos on it. I utilize some of my intraday trading strategies on charts that are strong, right? Because what's the point of the strategy? How do I trade? You guys probably know this if you're not new to my channel. If you are, hi, welcome. But I am a bullish continuation trader. It's the way I see the market best. Once again, I'm not saying it's how you have to trade. It might not be how you see the market best, but I want to be finding stocks that are very strong on the daily chart that I know have bullish tailwinds behind them, and then I want to look to trade those to the bull side intraday. My theory, once again, theory, not saying this is true, not saying go trade like this, not saying go buy these stocks, but my theory is that stocks that have these strong daily charts are more likely to continue going up intraday today than they are to not. Does that mean they always go up? Of course not. Every trend comes to an end, and every big move ends up coming back down at some point, right? But the idea and the goal of the strategy is to make so much money while the trend is there that when it does eventually come to an end, maybe you lose a little bit on the backside when it does come to an end, but you've already made so much on the front side that you're still profitable. So PCT has been on the scanner for 6 consecutive days. You see that? ADVM, been on the scanner for 3 consecutive days, and then we start getting down to just some 2s and 1s. But look at KPTI. I mean, once again, since I am using open price, since I made my percent change off the open, this stock was on this scanner today at open. It's not only on the scanner because of the big move it's making right now, right? It's currently up 42.5%. This stock you would have had on this scanner before market open this morning, and it's up 42%. Once again, please, for the love of Janet Yellen and whoever stock gods you pray to, does that mean it's always going to happen? Oh my God, there's a stock on this scanner. It's going to fly today. No, please, no, of course not, guys. Of course not. But it gives you the opportunity. Your goal is to build a strategy, build a scanner that gives you the opportunity to find stocks like this. And this is a perfect example. So that's important scanner number 2, my runner's day trading scanner. And the best thinkorswim scanner for me right now is my runner's large cap swing trade scanner. And really the only reason that this scanner is number 1 rather than the runner's day trading scanner that I just showed you is because I'm doing a lot more swing trading now than I used to do. I have a 1.5-year-old son. I really don't want to be sitting on the computer from open to close all day anymore. So I've been focusing a lot more on swing trading and utilizing this scanner to do so. So that's sort of why it's taken over as number 1. You can kind of call number 1 and number 2 interchangeable, I think, in terms of all-out importance. But for me, right now, it's number 1, and it's very similar. We have our close, or I only want to be trading stocks over $1. My market cap I have set to 500 million minimum. Once again, this is my large cap runner swing trade scanner. I actually do have a small cap swing trade scanner too, but I don't really make use of that one. That's why we didn't really talk about it on this video. But so for large cap stocks, I want a minimum of $500 million market cap. Then if we click into this, much like on my day trading scanner, how the percent change had to be over 30, what I do for my swing trade scanners, still using percent change, but the percent change from 2 bars ago has to be over 5. The percent change from 1 bar ago has to be over 5. And the percent change on the current bar has to be over 5. So I want 3 days in a row of a percent change at least over 5. I want to see real like multi-day strength. Of course, this is swing trading rather than day trading. So in our day trading, we were looking for multi-day strength. That's why I used that consecutive custom stock scanner. But on our swing trades, I really only want to be entering after multi-day strength. And in my strategy, in my custom strategy that I have coded, it only enters if there's multi-day strength. And whenever you're building a strategy, you want to make sure that you're building a scanner that also uses the same rules so that you can make sure in your testing that you're only testing stocks that actually meet the rules of your strategy, if that makes any sense. I've talked about that a ton on other back testing videos I've made, so I won't dive too deep into it now, but that's why I'm sort of looking over 3 bars. And you may notice I am looking at close instead of open on this, but that's okay. This is a swing trade strategy, so I only enter at the enter or exit. Well, I shouldn't say only exit because there's intraday stop losses as well, but I only enter if anything is on this scanner, I will only enter it at the end of day anyway because it's a swing trade strategy. So that's why it's okay to use close here. And then I use the same volume metrics. If the volume bar on the previous is over 5 million or if the average volume of the last 14 is over 5 million. I sort this scanner top down. Let's go ahead and look at some of the stocks that are on it. And I've also turned on my strategy and the percent change indicator so you can get an idea. So, let's look at the trade it's currently in. It's currently in NVIDIA from 470, which NVIDIA broke 700 in pre-market this morning. What a ridiculous rocket ship. Actually, is it actually going to have a red day today? Wow. Anyway, let's talk about it. So here so I should say it entered at close on November 9th. 2023. On November 6th, it had a percent change of 4.1. So nope, not high enough. On the 7th, it had a percent change of 8.9. On the 8th, it had a percent change of 10.6. And then on the 9th, it had a percent change. It closed at a percent change at 1144. That is, of course, 3 consecutive bars over 5% change, which made it show up on the scanner, which made it once again align with the strategy, which made it enter, and obviously doing what it's doing now. AMD got in at 113, same scenario. Plug is in from this one. Finally, we have not a stock that's just absolutely flying, but once again, you had a bounce here, got in, same scenario, 3 days over 5 on the percent change. Bada boom, bada bang. It's in MOR from 891, and wow, what a move. But same scenario, multi-day strength, bang, bang, bang. Okay, let's go ahead and get in. Let's ride it out. So that is the number 1 most important thinkorswim stock scanner, once again, for me right now. Hey, I did say I was going to tell you all about my custom columns. We went over my consecutive column on my runner's day trading scanner, let's go over this column here that's flashing red and green that you've probably been wondering about all video. You guys that made it to the end of the video, you guys will get to see this. This is really nothing extremely special. It's just an RSI value, but I have some custom codes and obviously to color it so that you can get a quick glance when looking at stocks within your scanners, what's really strong, what's really weak. So it's taking the RSI value, and then if the RSI is over 50, it's giving a green background color, or if the RSI is under 40, it's giving a red background color, and if it's between those two variables, it's giving no color. So that it can be utilized really in any stock scanner. I actually pretty much always have it on, as you might be able to tell, just so you can get a glance. Hey, NVIDIA and AMD are weak today. Lucid and Uber are strong today. American Airlines, strong. GOTU, 88, very strong. Just gives you a really quick glance and a chance to see what is strong and what is weak right now on your scanner. So once again, that's the video today. Top 5 most important scanners in thinkorswim. If you all made it this far in the video, I always like to give you guys a little bit of an extra reward, because I say those of you that are watching especially long videos like this one, we're over 20 minutes in, you guys are really taking your trading education seriously. I want to help give you that little extra push to get you there. If you've been considering my scanners, if you've been considering my custom indicators and strategies, if you've been considering, but like, $25, I mean, it's cool, but $25, I could go get like one bowl at Chipotle nowadays for $25. I don't know if I want to spend that on all these awesome trading codes. If you use discount code END on daytradingstrategies.net right now, you're going to get $10 off your first month. So you can download all these codes for $15. Daytradingstrategies.net. Link in the top of the description. Use discount code END. We'll see you over there. With all that being said, that's going to go ahead and do it for this video. But I will link you all to my runner's day trading strategy video on the outro screen. So if you're interested in one of the strategies that I utilized on scanner number 2 of this video, check out that video on the next screen.
Trading stocks. He talks about trading stocks. It's important for you Americans and other international individuals to learn about stocks.